Reallyfe Street Stars. We in here with Gotti Mirano. What's up, boy?
What's up, bruh?
How we doing, man?
Man, we chilling, we chilling. Appreciate you having me.
For everybody that's deaf, dumb, stupid, been living up under a rock, man, tell them where you from and how long you been doing your thing.
Man, I was born in Mexico City, Dallas raised. I grew up really in Dallas / Garland. And yeah, I've been doing music since I was probably like 18.
What made you get into the music game?
Just basically just having a talent for it, bro. Like seeing people telling me that I'm good at it. I'm like above average, so I pursued a career in it.
The first thing, when you first got into the music, what were you expecting from it? You know what I'm saying? You felt like you had the talent and the drive. What were you expecting from it?
Well, I really like the crazy thing about it is whenever I like decided to do music, I just went into it with like no expectations. Like I just said whatever happens, happens. Like if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. All I know is that I'm good and I'm just gonna, go for it.
Right. So you jumped in the game. You've been doing your thing. Growing up in the city of Dallas, man, but being born in Mexico City. Tell me, what are some of the things that you've seen from growing up here and being from there that you've put into your music?
Well, I I do have Spanish tracks. The fact that I was born in Mexico City gave me a wider ear. I feel like because whenever I was over there, I grew up listening to West Coast shit. Like as opposed to like what most Hispanics grow up listening to like SPM and UGK over here.
Right.
I was mostly on the West Coast and like East Coast stuff. So when I came here and like, growing up with those influences, when I decided to rap, I sounded different.
Man, speaking of your music, you have a song called "Wicked Shame" on Spotify that's at 1.6 million right now.
Yeah.
First, how does it feel to accumulate those type of numbers, on a platform that's that big? And what do you think it was that led that single to get to that that momentum?
Man, to be honest, like it feels unreal. Like, cause I'll be honest with you, I used to not even check my Spotify because it was under 1,000, under 1,000, under 1,000. And then one day, just I decided to check it, and it had 10,000 plays on the song, which was that one. And I was like, oh, that's dope. Well, I checked it again the next day, and it had 20,000, and I was like, oh shit. And so it started getting like 10K plays a day. That song actually charted on Spotify. It made it to the viral 50. On domestic, I was 3 out of 50, and then global, I was 6 out of 50. So I mean, it did really, really well.
And you did all this independent?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So I mean, it was really no backing or anything. You just kind of put it out there, and it flourished on its own.
Dead ass. It was me, my producer, and my girl at the time. Like at that time, that's what got Toontank Entertainment, who I'm signed to now. That's what caught their attention. They were like, "Whoa, who is this cat?"
Right.
And so then
Yeah, because if you go big on a platform like Spotify where everybody's looking, you're gonna get some attention. So, does it kind of like motivate you and change your perception on like, damn, like you really can, in the world we grew up, when we grew up, there weren't all these YouTube and things to be able to put out, but now you can actually put something out and go viral, or you can, have people from all over the world listening to your music. So, how crazy is that?
Man, that's nuts, because like even to this day, because of that song, I'm listened to now in 60 countries, like on the daily, every day, because of that one song.
Right. Now for your other music, they haven't charted as high, but is it hard to follow up a single that's that successful?
Man, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Yes, it is. I've had singles that they've done very decent numbers in the 100K. But like to chart continuously, that's really hard as an independent artist, I feel like.
So you feel like you're trying to beat that record, or are you just trying to get in your bag and just work?
It's 50-50. I feel like I want to work as hard as I can so I can get like multiple singles like that.
Man, so you've been on tour doing your thing, man.
Yeah, I did a tour with Skip with a Flip. I'm about to go on tour I leave the 17th of November, the rest of the year.
Man, tell us about that, man. Tell us about that tour life, because a lot of artists don't get to experience that.
Man, you have to get along with the people that you go on the road with. Sometimes things can get like,
Right.
especially, you know what I'm saying? You're cool with your boy until you live with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it's dope. It's very exhausting.
Yeah.
Very, very exhausting. Like one of the most exhausting things that I have ever done in my life. Like it's nonstop. Also, for artists who do plan to go on tour, you have to prepare your body dead ass, because you will gain weight. You will like go through some crazy shit.
So it's not as like glamorous as people be like.
I
People
mean,
who
it's fun as hell. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's a job, bro, for sure. I love it, but yeah, it's definitely, it's just so fast. Like, you get to the venue, meet and greet, say what's up. All right, then you go on stage, you do your performance. Then after that, you gotta go and like sell your merch, and then you go home, you're exhausted, like, it's just like, and then the next day you're back on the road. Like, it's just like, whoa.
So tell us what's the craziest thing that happened when you on tour? You had any crazy experiences yet?
You know what? I won't say any names, but I was chilling and there was like this just random ass kid at the like meet and greet for Skipper the Flipper at this like hype beast store or whatever. So this kid comes up to me and then he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? Do you want to smoke?" And it's Colorado, so I was like, "Yeah, for sure, bust out." This motherfucker busts out like $4,000 worth of like wax and goes, "Here you go, bro." And I was like, "What?" So then I got to know him. Turns out he was Lil Xan's former manager,
Right.
and we got to meet up and stuff. He pretty much got me in contact with Adam 22 and all that. It was really crazy. Like, just a random kid though. Like, he did not look like. I mean, no disrespect to my boy, but like he looked like the flyest version of Where's Waldo. Like,
Hey, man. So when you get ready to create music, man, when you go into the studio, what kind of vibe do you need to create your best body of work?
uh, to be honest, I like it just to be me and my producer, maybe a couple of homies, maybe like it's a very select few, and I just like to, I smoke and then I drink Hennessy, and that's pretty
Anything,
classic.
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That's
Coming
right.
out the Dallas scene, man, we are known as the city of hate because it is hard for us to unify together and work together for the city. What do you think Dallas needs to do, or some things that Dallas can do to unify, so we can get on that be as big as a platform as we are? Because
I'm Man, I'm like, there's been artists that you've had here on the show that I feel like if we put they've sat on this chair, I've seen them.
right,
Like, if we put our differences aside, like, honestly, like, I feel like sky's the limit because we all have keys. Like, I'll be straight up honest with you. Like, I'm hot as hell on Spotify, but I'm not that hot on SoundCloud. And it all counts.
right,
At the end of the day, everything counts. So, if I was to do a song with them and I'll put it on my Spotify and they put it on their SoundCloud, that would be a win-win.
Right.
But they don't see it like that. They're like, "Oh, well, I have this clout, or I have, I have a whatchamacallit, I have clout, like, or whatever," and basically, like, it doesn't work. Like, the pride just gets put, right there. If, like, okay, for example, let's say like somebody's like, "Okay, bro, let's do a collab," and he's hot and you're hot, and they do the collab, like, they won't even promote it or whatever. Like, it's just like, when I've been to Atlanta, when I've been to like all these other cities that actually have like a name for themselves, and no disrespect to my city, but there's levels
you
to
right.
this shit.
Real levels.
You feel me? Like, in Atlanta, when I went to Atlanta, like, literally, like, the shit was night and day. I went to a convention or whatever, bro. I was the only Mexican there. But fam, like, fucking everybody was like, "Yo, hey, bro, what's up? Get my number. Hey, bro, what's up? Hey, let's work. Hey, follow me. I follow back." Like, they understand the system that everybody holds a piece. Like, for example, like, you may know a graphic designer. I may know a person who's a great audio engineer. Like, But if you just have the graphic designer and you're trying to record, and I have the dopest lyrics or whatever, and like I can't, you know, I don't have any picture to, you know, it's an incomplete puzzle, and like that's the main problem here. The problem Dallas has is pride,
Right.
senseless pride.
When you go to these different cities and experience these different things, do you feel like, man, if I could move out here, I'd be popping, or do you feel like it would be better to get it in your own city?
To be honest with you, I feel like the best thing that you can do is, I was talking about this with management. You can go viral anywhere. You could be in like the middle of the desert in Arizona and you will go viral. Like I bet you anything, like a person in the middle of Arizona like live streaming that they're lost or something is gonna get way more views as opposed to somebody just streaming their day in New York City. You feel me? Like it's all about content and like the creative effort you put into your shit.
Social media is the new wave as far as getting discovered. Do you feel like social media is better, or do you like getting with the people and being more involved in touching the people?
Social media is definitely necessary, especially to have a social media following. That is always necessary. But I feel like the deciding factor of whether like your social media should not be the reason why somebody gets a record deal, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day, you're not signing an artist, you're signing somebody who's an advertiser. And I mean, yes, they use artists for advertising, but at the end of the day, are you selling like companies? Or are you supposed to be selling the artist content? That's where the big question lies.
I'm curious of your perspective on, YouTube is now counting streams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From YouTube, and people can actually chart on the thing now. And they actually came up with the backdoor loophole now where they just run the course over and over again. And that's kind of how Post Malone and them shot straight to number one. What do you feel about that? I mean, does it, you being an artist, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like a loophole,
Complete.
super loophole, right?
I'm sorry, management. I know they said to keep it PG or whatever, but I'm gonna speak out about that, man. Like I'm not. I think the bullshit that Jay-Z does, like Jay-Z going platinum, like in less than a week. Why? Because he fucking forced people to buy your album.
Right.
Like, no disrespect, Jay.
Yeah.
I love you, bro. Like you're a role model to me, but that was some bullshit, bro. Like,
Right.
Are you scared? Like, let it do it itself. Shit, I recorded when I went viral or whatever. Like, I had no intentions of it. It just happened.
It just happened.
I feel
Organic.
like it should just happen.
Right. Do you think just people focusing, like I see it every day almost where people just focus on going viral versus just focus on just doing them. Like I feel like social media has kind of, everybody's a celebrity in their own right, you know what I mean? And it almost kind of goes to people's head like what is your take on it? Like just an artist doing music, trying to go viral versus just making music?
Man, okay, perfect example, Boonk.
Right, right.
Perfect example, Boonk. Like, my boy done, no disrespect, fam, my boy done fucked his life up chasing the clout. And now he did that just to become a rapper. And like now his rap shit's not popping. So motherfucker out here selling fake chains on his story, like dropping abs, doing what he gotta do while he still has, his clout. Cause clout is like sand. Like you can pick up a lot, but this shit is gonna slowly fall. You know what I'm saying? Like
when the foundation is weak.
Man, you said some real shit. Cloud is like sand. When was your last time you had a whole lot of gang shit experience?
A whole lot of gang shit, bro. That shit happens like damn near like on the daily type shit. Like, it shit's crazy. Like, well, one of the last things that like, without incriminating myself,
Allegedly,
like, I'm just gonna tell you, like, basically, like, this is not a real story at all, but like, like, I live somewhere along the lines of like, and this happened by myself. somewhere along the lines of like the country, and I like to stay hidden and shit. And like I had my like little rifle and shit. I'm not gonna lie, I was listening to some Chief, funny toe, and my eyes just started pow, pow, pow. And then I shit you not, I thought I shot like one of the fucking shits, like I thought it ricocheted my shit, and then I almost like swerved off the road. I was like, I need to chill out.
Whole lot of gang shit. Man, so tell us what you're working on right now.
What I'm working on right now. I was gonna stay quiet about this. But
Nah, man, tell us, man. Shit.
Oh, I look. So basically, like I'm dropping a completely new sound. Why? Because I got pissed. I don't know if y'all follow me on social media or not, but like, there's been a lot of people who've been fucking jacking my, like, straight up ski masking my shit, just jacking the fuck out my flow, and that's annoying, bro. Like, you know, I work hard and I structure it, you know, a certain way, and then motherfuckers come in and feel like they could just steal the sauce. Fuck that. So basically, I'm coming out with a completely new sound. Hopefully, like, it's a wave of its own.
You're right. Recently, XXX Extension signed a deal for $6 million, then said, I'm depressed and I'm not doing music anymore. Is it ever that crucial to you where you feel like you're so depressed that you feel like you don't want to do it no more, or you get so tired of the negative energy?
Man, like, okay, look, X is my motherfucking boy. Like, I'm a huge, like, supporter, fan, whatever. Like, I love it. I love him as an artist. X, if you really listen to his music, he's a very genuine person. Like, you know, that rap is filled with a lot of, like, I guess, like, what you would say, the savages, but I don't mean that in, like, a positive way. I mean, like literally, like, these motherfuckers are desensitized. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, he's a very, very sensitive person, per se. And for him, like, whenever he, like, I guess gets hate mail or whatever, that shit gets to him, fam. You know, if I would, like, I'm not saying he's not a strong person or whatever, but, like, you know, to somebody like a Gucci Mane or whatever, who's, like, you know, thick skin, they won't give a fuck. But, like, if you're, like, a sensitive person, that shit'll get to you, fam. Like, there's been times where, I don't know, you know, the Baller Alert, you follow the Baller Alert? They dropped the thing that they were, like, what was it in, like, May or June, something like that. They said, like, because of the Spotify shit, hottest artist out of Dallas, you know, like, the Gotti Mirano, they played, like, my tape and all that. Fam, I got nothing but fucking hate, like, on that thing. And, like, this shit gets to you sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He done spazzed out on the he done spazzed out he be spazzing out in the comments. But I mean, is it enough hate to make you turn down $6 million?
Well, no, what happened with that, like, I've been following up on that. He's just, man, my boy's emotional, bro. And so, like, if he's like a true artist, like, you know, he plays the guitar, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ask him, hey, bro, you know, like, you can't drop music whenever you can, because if you follow him, this motherfucker has, like, 1 trillion songs. And they're telling him, yo, well, we need to monetize on this first before you can drop your next. And he's like, what? No. So, like, I mean, I think he'll come around. I think he's going to sign it.
Now, do you think he took it too far when he hung the little white kid in the video?
Why you gotta ask me that?
I mean, I was like, wow. I didn't even have no words for that. That was throat.
Oh,
I understood where he was coming from, but it was like,
it was a double-edged sword, fam, because, like, I mean, if he would have just did a song with him, like, rapping in the background, like, in some room or whatever, it would have not got shit. But, like, that, bro, I saw that, like, on, like, right-wing, like, websites that were, like, new BLM activist hangs white boy. Like, you know, that shit, you know, that shit tripped me out. So, like, I was like, I feel like as far as shock value and marketing, it wasn't a great idea. It was an effective idea. But, like, nah, I think that shit was kind of far, bro. Like,
like, you be looking at shit like that, you be like, was there nobody around you, fam, that loved you?
the parents, bro, like, we're like,
the parents.
like,
allowed they white child.
imagine, like, the casting call for that shit, like, white child hanging, like, and then the mom going like, yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Jimmy, that'd be great.
Let's go ahead and knock him out.
You know, like,
That was the wildest shit I've ever seen.
in my life.
Man. So I'm coming out. What next visual are you pushing? if any?
Next visual is my boy P Money. He helped me out, you know what I'm saying? He always helps me out with my videos, you know, as far as like the ideas go. It was shot by Half Pint, you know, shout out Half Pint.
Nice.
It's for my single Drip.
Yeah.
Should go hard.
Already drip coming. What's the name of the album again that's coming?
Well, the album that I have out right now that I'm working and pushing is Don Gotti. Get that available on
It's
Spotify.
already on Spotify,
iTunes,
doing this numbers.
Pandora. You know what I'm saying? But my next one, I haven't even like got the title for it yet. But it might be self-titled to be honest. But I think this one, to be honest, it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I think it's hot as shit, but like it's definitely different.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. You got any shout outs?
Shout out, hell yeah. Shout out everybody in the TT squad, you know, Toon Tank Entertainment, that's the label. Shout out, you know, as far as artists go, I fuck with Trap Boy Freddy. Shout out Trap Boy Freddy. Shout out Adam22. I just saw him at the Fader convention here in Dallas. That shit was dope. You know, shout out my fam, squad, fans, everybody, girlfriend, wifey. Girlfriend, same person.
Same person. Get that same person.
Same person, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very faithful person, you feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the whole city. Let's get together, bro. Let's work. Fuck all this pride shit. I'm working. You can find me at 620 Easy Street, 75042. Shit, holla. Let's work. Shout out Frosty. Frosty. Motherfucker cold.
He alright. Man, for anybody trying to get any bookings or features, what social media they need to hit you at?
Man, you can hit me on GOTTIMIRANO, Gotti Mirano. That's on my Twitter, that's on my IG, and then on my Facebook it's official G.a.R. If you don't know how to spell official, I had trouble with it too. It's OFFICIAL, yeah. G.a.R. Yeah, it took me some time.
Right. Man, Gotti Mirano, aka G.a.R. Man, we fucking with everything you do, man. When you drop your shit, let us know, tag us, we gonna blast you, man. You are a real life street star. We do salute.
Hey.
Shout out Reallyfe street stars, nigga. Moving. Hey.